Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm going to do a tutorial, no story today per se. I'm doing this make along with So Magical Michelle. So we're going to label it hashtag magical make along, MAL, magical MAL. I was designing, I used this yarn, but this isn't quite 100% cotton. And anytime I want to make a cat toy like this mouse, I like to use 100% cotton. I tried this, but this yarn was like, I actually feel like it's, well, yes, it keeps blowing out. So that's why I'm going to use this variegated blue for the tutorial. Okay, this starts with a magic circle. So this is how I do it. Cross over this, and I kind of hold it down. I have my hook upside down and I pull under. Then I turn so it's twisted. Then I grab that and chain. Then I pull the working yarn over to this side, and so that I'm working over that tail. Okay, I'm going to chain 3, well 2 because I already have 1, and that's going to count as my first double crochet. Now into the ring, I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, double crochet, pull through 2, double crochet US terms. We're going to do 12 all together. So this chain 3 will count as 1, 2, 3, yarn over in the loop, 4, and I can double check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So now I'm going to pull this tail. Again, it's super long. Kind of wound around here. Grab it. All right. I'm going to pull that tight. And I'm going to slip stitch into this top chain here. So that's the top of that double crochet. So I don't want to be there. I want to be right here. We're going to slip stitch if I can manage. Get in there. I chained too tightly, clearly. I know I only got 1 loop, but it'll work. All right, and into that same stitch. Oh, I'm going to do a standing double crochet. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to try to grab that other loop if I can. Yeah, there. I think that's right. All right, pull up a loop, and we're going to single crochet US terms. And we're going to grab this leg. We're going to pull a loop through and then pull through 2. So that's now a stacked double crochet, I think is what it's called. And we're going to just do a regular double crochet in there. So yarn over into the hole and pull through 2, pull through 2. So we're going to do this all the way. We're going to do 2 double crochets in every stitch. So we will end with 24 here. So this is 2 double crochets in each stitch. We're going to count here because I think that's the slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep. That is the disadvantage to the slip stitch. It can make it seem like you have a stitch where you don't actually. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of that stacked double crochet. I know I kind of went fast on that, but we're going to slip stitch there. All right, since we're slip stitching, that's why I didn't use a stitch marker. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch in this space. This is where it gets kind of strange. Okay, so we're slip stitching into that spot. And I slip stitched way too tight. I'm not going to be able to get into that stitch next round. Try this. So that's a note. Anytime you're doing a slip stitch, make sure it's kind of loose, or you won't be able to get back into it. Okay, so that's in the first stitch. We chained 1, but then we're slip stitching. All right, then we're going to do a single crochet, US terms. So we go in, pull up a loop, pull through both. Then we're going to half double increase. So that means half double crochet increase. So we're going to yarn over, go in here, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. But we're going to do that again in that same spot. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. So we have 2 half double crochets in that same stitch. Then we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to treble or triple crochet. So yarn over twice, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to do that again in the same stitch. So we're doing a treble or triple crochet increase. Okay. Then the next stitch, we're going to go back and do a double crochet. And then we're going to do a half double increase. So kind of symmetrical here. So in the yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 3. So 2 half double crochets in the same stitch there. And then we're going to single crochet a total of 9 times. So 1 in 9 stitches. 1, go in, pull up loop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Gotta read my notes here. Okay, and oh, one more, 10. 10 single crochets. And then half double crochet increase. Yarn over, underneath, pull up a loop, pull through all 3, yarn over, into the same stitch, pull up a loop, pull through all 3. Okay, so that was an increase, half double crochet. Double crochet in the next stitch, US terms, so yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And then triple or treble crochet increase. So we're going to do 2 triples, so yarn over twice. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. Yep, I only yarn over once. I need to yarn over twice because this is a treble increase. Yarn over 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 triple crochets. This is our slip stitch. So we're almost there. Looking at my notes and I'm wondering if I'm off one stitch, if it should have been 11. That's right. We're gonna find out. We're gonna double crochet in here. And then half double crochet increase. So into this next stitch, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull through all 3 in the same stitch. Oh, nope, that was perfect. Okay, and then single crochet into this stitch. And then we're going to actually slip stitch into this stitch. All right, now you can kind of see this is a wonky looking shape, right? So this is going to become our nose. So we're going to slip stitch into this next one, which is where our first slip stitch from the last row was. So now we're on the next row. And then based on what I'm saying here, was my intent. It says 13. Okay, we'll try this. Okay. My notes say 13 half double crochets, so we're going to try that. Saying I need to slip stitch again. Okay. Oh, I did that though, right? No, it's saying I slip stitch again. Okay. So if my notes are right, I needed a second slip, well, 3 slip stitches in a row. Okay. All right. Now 13 half double crochets. So yarn over into the stitch, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 3, 1, 2. Okay, so that was 13 half double crochets. We're going to do a triple, which is yarn over twice. So we're the opposite here. And yarn over twice into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's 1 triple. Then we're going to do 14 half double crochets. So previously it was 13. This one's going to be 14. Yarn over, pull through. Made my slip stitch too tight. 14. Okay, so this is the 14th half double crochet, and I am where I want to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into this slip stitch if I can. Honestly, might be easier to just go ahead and slip stitch down here, because this is going to be where we're going to put our tail. So this end is the mouse's nose. And you can kind of see that, how it kind of sticks up. And we'll make that stick up even more. So I slip stitch down kind of below because I couldn't get in the stitch. So, and then we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to do what's called a foundation single crochet. So actually, how do I want to do that? I'm going to go ahead and chain another one. So chain 2 there. Then go into the first. Pull through 1 loop. That makes your chain. then pull through 2. Oh, no, yarn over, sorry. And go through here, under those 2 chains, or under the chain. We only want 2. We only want 2 loops, and I keep getting 3. There we go. Okay, I need to pinch it a little tighter. Okay, pull through 1, then pull through 2. Then under those 2 loops, pull through 1, and pinch it, pull through 2. And it's those 2, pull through 1, pull through 2. Now, I wrote that I did 14. However, you can do as many as you need to for the tail that you want. This one was 14. I'll show you the next step. All right. What was this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I go under those 2 loops, pull through 1, pinch it, pull through 2. Let me see if I have my tails long enough. A little bit longer. So when you pull through 1, you're creating a chain. So you can see there's a chain along the bottom now. Pull through 1, pinch it, pull through 2. Pull through 1, pinch it, pull through 2. Okay. It's longer than the body now, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so what I wrote is I'm gonna go into the bottom where I made that chain, and I'm going to slip stitch. So I have to pull through under those 2 and then pull through that loop, and then do that on this chain. And you notice I do pretty loose because that's just how I crochet. It's kind of a thick tail, but I figure the cats won't mind that. All right, and this next, when we get to the end of this, slip stitch into each one, and I'll tighten it up a little bit. We don't need to go into these slip stitches, so they can be tight if you want to kind of tighten down the tail. I forgot to count how many I did. It's fine. All right. That's the first one. Okay, notice we're kind of a little bit detached here. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to kind of grab, let's see, we would have been crocheting this way. I'm going to grab this loop right here that's in front, however you want to, and I'm going to slip stitch to that. And that's going to kind of attach the tail. Now, this is where we're going to start going across here to, I'm going to use that tail as stuffing. Just lay that in there. All right. But we're not going to just, see there's kind of a nose there. That's the nose. All right. So we are, where are we? Sorry, trying to figure out which direction I am. Okay, that's the direction I should be going. All right. So what I do, I'm going to slip stitch into this first slip stitch, which is pretty tight because, again, slip stitches, it's hard to knot. I'm going to slip stitch in there. I'm going to chain 1, then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go in. Okay, so this is the putting it together part. So we have this chain 1 here after we slip stitched. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to come into this stitch We're going to pull up a loop, and then we're going to pull through 2 and pull through 2. And then we're going to slip stitch to the next stitch. The reason I'm doing this is to kind of give this a little more width. So I'm going to yarn over, go in the stitch across, not the one we just went in, right here. Pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Go into my next stitch. Oops. Yes, go into the next stitch and slip stitch. I don't know if I did that last time. Then yarn over, go through the next stitch. That stitch was worked, so this stitch right here. Pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. You can see this is kind of creating a spine. It's got a little bit of gaps there, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to stuff this, not with regular traditional stuffing. We're not going to use that because this would be too gappy. If you're going to use regular fiber fill, you're going to need to just single crochet across that, or however you want to handle that. Okay, we're going to go in the next stitch, we're going to slip stitch, or you could make your double crochets a lot tighter than what I'm doing. I'm going to make this one looser because it's kind of at the top of, so I want, these to be a little bit looser. So into the next stitch, slip stitch, yarn over, go across, pull up a loop, and then pull through 2, pull through 2. Into the next stitch, slip stitch, yarn over, go in across the way, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, US terms, double crochet. Treble or triple if you're in the UK. Into the next stitch, I'm going to slip stitch, yarn over, go across to the next stitch. We're almost to where we can stuff it. All right. All right. We're going to go in this stitch, the next one, slip stitch, yarn over, come across, grab the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, we're almost to where we can stuff it. Oops, I forgot to slip stitch. Got to slip stitch into this one. There is a way to make this even wider. Kind of an interesting back it's creating, but that's fine. Yarn over, go across, grab a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. I want to kind of close this down a little bit. I'm going to do one more and then we're going to stuff it. Slip stitch, yarn over, across, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. All right. All right, I'm going to show you what I'm stuffing it with. I am stuffing it with old pieces of sheet, kind of cut in large pieces. This is the catnip I happen to be using. Sorry, that's upside down. Our Pets is the catnip I happen to be using. Use whatever catnip you want. Don't use catnip if you have a cat that doesn't like it or you're allergic to it, which is totally possible. It's part of the mint family if you weren't aware. I'm just kind of dropping that in there. And then I'm going to shove a piece of this in here. And my cats, I'm shocked they're not jumping up here right now. All right. Now, I am not stuffing this super tight. I'm going to drop some more in there. I probably put way more in there than you're supposed to, but that's all right. I'm going to see if I feel like I need more stuffing. No, this should be good. So just 2 little pieces of old sheet, like a sheet that has a hole in it or whatever. Make sure they're clean before you do this. But that way it doesn't matter, like if they pull out a little bits of this stuffing out, it's not a big deal. And because there's little gaps here, you can just stuff catnip in there. Okay. I might turn this back around. That's fat enough for me. Yeah. Kind of need another piece. There is no level of measuring here. I'm not measuring it at all. But yeah, this is an old sheet and I don't know about your all cats, but my cats love things that smell like me. So even though it's been washed, sorry about that, they really like things that smell like me, or in the family. Okay, I'll throw a little bit more in there. All right, can make sure these cats really want to play with this toy. Okay, here we go with this. And we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. And we're going to yarn over, go across the way, and I kind of pull it down tight, pull through 2, pull through 2, slip stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then here at the nose, I've got one more stitch, So on this one, I'm not going to yarn over. I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and I'm just going to go straight across, pull up a loop, and single crochet. But for this last stitch, I'm going to slip stitch in here. Come on. All right, slip stitch in here. And then I'm going to go across and I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch through there so that it's got, okay. And it doesn't look as much like a nose now. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a nose. That's what I need it to look like. Okay. So I think what I need to do is single and then slip. And then that's a bit of a nose. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to tie off. However you do that. And our cat toy mouse is done. Notice I didn't put any. I'll show you what I typically do with the tails on stuff like this. I'm going to just stick my hook through there, grab that yarn, bring it into the inside, and I'll kind of just do that all along the spine here. Yeah, definitely with this pattern, if you do your back this way, do not use fiber fill because they will pull it out. Because there's quite a bit of gap there. But like I said, that's good because you can just shove some new catnip in there whenever you want. There it is. Sorry about what that might look like if you're just seeing that part. There it is. And I kind of wormed that double crochet. Let me fix that a little bit. All right. So there is, my cat is now circling at the base of my feet. Oh, that's that tail. I didn't get it all the way in. All right. I like to kind of pull it over to the other side to make sure it's kind of secure in there. If you're doing amigurumi, there's a way to do this as well, but you always want to go like all the way through. Usually you have to use a yarn needle for that though. Okay, so it looks cute from either side. Oh my goodness, those scissors are terrible. I need a new pair. All right, its nose didn't come out quite like I wanted, but it's pretty cute, and I'm confident that the cats will play with it. So that is my cat toy mouse. Remember, 100% cotton. Doesn't matter what color. You can use any color you want. And that's the cat toy. Oh, bring it down here.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.